Chosen one, you felt the weight of invisible words pressing on your chest. People twisted your story, seeded doubt, and spoke your name with malice. You wondered why your presence draws both light and war. Hear this. They cursed your name, but heaven never stopped calling it. Every cruel word became soil for hidden favor. What was meant to break you became your announcement. This message is not mere comfort, it's confirmation. If your heart burns, it's because this word is yours. Before we finish, you'll understand why your name had to pass through fire, why your reputation shook, why God allowed whispers, distance, and silence stay to the end. The final revelation will turn pain into power and show why their curse became the crown on your head. If your spirit is aligning, pause now. Like this video as a prophetic act of faith and type 777 in the comments declaring, "Every curse is turning into favor. What they spoke in darkness, God is revealing in light." Now, step with me into the first unveiling, the curse that revealed your calling. They cursed your name, and not because of what you did, but because of what you're becoming. They glimpsed a light they couldn't explain, sensed something royal resting on you. Darkness always reacts when divine purpose wakes up. That's why rejection came, why whispers filled rooms you'd already left. The moment heaven marks a life, hell scrambles to mislabel it. You weren't attacked for weakness. You were targeted because you carry something sacred, and sacred things attract warfare. Think of Joseph. His brothers hated his dream, threw him into a pit, sold him away. Yet the same path meant to bury him led straight to the palace. You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good. Genesis 50:20. That's not just history, it's your mirror. Every betrayal, every harsh word, secretly moved you toward assignment. Pain pushed you into purpose. Misunderstanding purified your motives. False accusation cleared your path of those never meant to walk it. You've asked, why did they treat me that way? Why did God allow it? Because the curse must precede the calling. You can't wear a crown forged in comfort. Oil only flows after crushing. And the name heaven will soon exalt had to pass through fire so no man could claim credit. When they spoke your name with contempt, they unknowingly announced your elevation. Jealousy was confirmation of destiny. Their gossip became background noise to your becoming. Every curse declared, "Something chosen walks among us." Heaven documented every humiliation, turning tears into ink, writing a testimony that will one day heal others. You couldn't see it then. The pit feels nothing like the palace. Silence feels nothing like favor. Betrayal feels nothing like blessing. Still, God was there, shaping the soil beneath your feet. He hid you in pain so no hand could steal your purpose. Sometimes He lets lies linger so that truth will thunder louder when it rises. Pause and breathe. That stirring you feel isn't emotion, it's recognition. Your spirit remembers. Each moment you felt small or unseen, heaven was refining you, not erasing, refining. Like gold in fire, the heat didn't destroy you. It revealed what couldn't burn away. That's why your story terrifies darkness. Curses cannot cancel covenant. They cursed your name but couldn't curse your calling. They took your favor personally, forgetting it wasn't from you, it was on you. And what's on you can't be stolen, only resisted. When the enemy realized he couldn't touch your essence, he attacked reputation. But even that became training. You had to learn that identity is defined by divine election, not perception. Your silence now speaks louder than their noise. God is building credibility the long way, through endurance and grace. Soon the same mouths that cursed you will confess they misjudged you, but by then you'll no longer crave approval. The process will have purified desire. That's the beauty of divine reversal. It doesn't just change circumstances, it changes character. It doesn't merely clear your name, it crowns it. You weren't meant to fight for recognition but to embody redemption. Vindication won't come by argument but by evidence. The evidence called favor. Favor that opens what was shut. Favor that whispers your name in rooms you've never entered. But before favor manifests, a hidden transformation must finish its work. And that's where we go next, into the fire that refined your name. Every calling must pass through fire, not the fire that destroys, but the one that defines. You've felt it, haven't you? That season where everything you touched seemed to fall apart. When the people you trusted vanished. When your prayers echoed back in silence. It wasn't punishment, it was purification. Before God displays you, He distills you. Before He crowns you, He cleanses you of every false name pain made you wear. They cursed your name, but God placed it in the furnace, not to destroy you, but to ensure that when He lifts you, nothing impure remains attached. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. Isaiah 43:2. That wasn't poetry, it was prophecy. Your survival was never random. The fire came to burn away fear, pride, and doubt, leaving only what was real. It separated the temporary from the eternal, until what remained in you could not be shaken. Think of how glass is made. Ordinary sand placed in unbearable heat until it turns transparent and radiant. That's what happened to you. The heat didn't reduce you, it revealed your clarity. The very flames that should have shattered you became the light shining through you. The places meant to break you became the meeting place between heaven and your soul. Pain became presence. The fire became your teacher. Still, while you were inside it, time dragged. You asked, "How long, Lord?" But the longer gold stays in heat, the purer it becomes. And gold never complains about fire. It glows brighter. You began to lose things, habits, attachments, versions of yourself that couldn't follow you forward. It hurt, because fire exposes what you cling to. It forces you to watch what you thought was permanent turn to ashes before your eyes. But even the ashes were sacred, because beauty always rises from them. Those who cursed your name thought the flames would silence you. Instead, they consecrated you. They burned away the need for approval. They purified your motives. They freed your voice. You stopped trying to prove yourself and started discovering who you are through the eyes of the one who never left. That's what the fire does. It doesn't erase identity, it reveals it. So if lately you've been walking through heat, loss, betrayal, exhaustion, don't mistake it for divine neglect. It's divine refining. God is not cruel. He's careful. He watches the temperature of your trial and won't allow 1 degree more than purpose requires. Favor released too early becomes poison, but favor revealed after the furnace becomes unstoppable. That's why you've been isolated, not rejected, refined. He hid you until your roots grew strong enough to hold the weight of your future. Pause for a moment. Breathe. You're still here, that means the fire worked. You didn't just survive, you were transformed. You no longer chase validation from those who misjudged you. You no longer panic when something ends, because now you recognize endings as divine beginnings. Soon, the same people who mocked your name will speak it with respect, not because you fought them, but because what God is about to do will make it undeniable. The fire that refined your name also purified your sound. Your words carry authority. Your silence carries power, because the flame baptized your essence. When you rise from this furnace, there won't even be the scent of what tried to destroy you. People will see strength where scars used to be, peace where pain once lived. Heaven is rebranding your reputation. You are being reintroduced, not as the wounded one, but as the refined one. Still, the process isn't finished. After the fire comes the unveiling, when God begins to move behind the scenes in ways your enemies can't see. Because once your name is refined in fire, heaven starts setting the table, right in front of those who cursed it. There comes a moment, quiet, unseen, when heaven begins to turn the tables, not with noise or applause, but in silence. While others are distracted by your stillness, God is writing your vindication in rooms you've never entered. He's whispering your name into conversations tied to your destiny, and you don't even know it yet. That's how divine reversal works. It starts in secret before it's seen in public. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, Psalm 23:5. Notice, it doesn't say after they're gone, but while they're watching. The same eyes that rolled when your name was spoken will one day witness favor they can't explain. When God turns the tables, He doesn't just feed you, He feeds your legacy. He multiplies what was once mocked. He transforms humiliation into evidence of grace. But before you sit at that table, you must trust the process of preparation. Tables aren't set in public, they're crafted in secret. While you waited, cried, and doubted, heaven was arranging details, placing every chair, choosing the perfect time. Your waiting wasn't wasted. Every delay was choreography. Every no made room for a greater yes. You may not see it yet, but the same God who allowed rejection is now scheduling recognition. And when it happens, it won't be subtle. It will be undeniable. Still, waiting on God's timing can feel like walking through fog. You pray, you prepare, and still nothing moves. No doors open, no confirmation comes. That's when the temptation whispers, "Prove yourself." You want to post something, show something, make them see what they missed. But listen carefully. You don't need to prove your name. God is already proving His promise. If you fight for your own vindication, you'll miss the sweetness of divine vindication. Because when heaven defends you, it needs no audience, no manipulation, no explanation. The table is prepared while you rest. That's the secret power of hidden seasons. While you question your progress, heaven multiplies your influence underground, like a seed buried in soil. Nothing seems to move, but beneath the surface, roots are deepening. And when the time is right, what was hidden will burst forth suddenly. That's how it will happen for you. Suddenly. The ones who mistook your silence for defeat will realize it was strategy. The ones who mocked your pause will witness your acceleration. You've been hidden for a reason. Exposure before maturity kills purpose. So God protected your name from premature applause. He knew that if visibility came too soon, people would celebrate what you could do, not who you've become. So He kept you quiet, invisible, overlooked, while heaven worked behind the curtain. Right now, angels are aligning circumstances. Your name is being spoken in rooms that match your mission. Favor is traveling toward you, not randomly, but intentionally. The same mouths that cursed you will soon speak with awe. They won't even know why. They'll just feel compelled to honor what they once despised. Because divine favor has fragrance. It draws recognition naturally. You don't have to chase platforms. Your presence is becoming one. Your silence has built credibility in heaven. You've proven you can be trusted while unseen, restrained while wronged, gracious when insulted. That's what qualifies you for promotion. In the kingdom, elevation always follows humility. Always. The tables are turning, not out of revenge, but revelation. Your story isn't about proving people wrong, it's about proving God right. Soon you'll walk into rooms where doors open without you knocking, where the same energy that once rejected you now welcomes you. Not because of chance, but because heaven already decided. This one's season has arrived. So hold steady. Don't rush the process. Don't panic in the silence. You're not being ignored. You're being prepared. Because after the tables turn in secret, a louder announcement begins. A voice from heaven calling your name into destiny. While they spoke curses, God was wrapping your identity in light. Every insult became insulation. Every rejection became redirection. Every delay became development. And here's the divine irony. The more they tried to bury your name, the deeper God planted it. Because when He's ready to bring it forth, it doesn't just rise, it resounds. Not as a whisper this time, but as a trumpet. There are moments when heaven's voice turns to thunder, when God begins to announce in the spirit what's about to manifest in the natural, and you're standing in that moment now. That's why pressure has returned lately. Not punishment, but transition. Your name is vibrating differently. You've been hidden long enough. Now heaven is calling you into visibility. But visibility in the kingdom isn't fame, it's function, it's purpose revealed. It's heaven saying the time has come. When that declaration is made over your life, nothing, no jealousy, no delay, no curse, can silence it. but be wise. When God amplifies your name, some will come close, not out of love, but curiosity. Some will seek your presence, not your purpose. Discernment becomes protection. Not everyone who hears your name is meant to walk beside you. Some must watch from afar. Your elevation will expose motives, so stay anchored. Don't let attention pull you from your altar. The same voice that spoke your name in heaven must continue to define it on earth. You don't need to shout your arrival. Heaven will do the announcing. When Jesus rose from the water, a voice broke through the clouds. "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." That wasn't only a declaration of identity, it was a divine pattern. Every true unveiling begins with affirmation. When heaven speaks your name, it's followed by confirmation. Mine, anointed, protected, favored. Every curse dissolves in that sound. Every lie fades in that frequency. So when opposition grows louder, remember this. Noise rises when heaven draws near. The enemy shouts when he senses promotion. He panics when God calls a name he can't touch anymore. Your name is being reintroduced in the spiritual realm, and soon it will echo in the physical one. Emails, invitations, unexpected encounters, all orchestrated by a frequency that started in heaven. Everything aligning so perfectly that it feels unreal, but it's not luck. It's language. Heaven's language. You're being remembered in rooms you've never entered, considered for roles you didn't apply for, mentioned in hearts that don't even know why they feel drawn to you. Because when heaven speaks, doors hear, and when doors hear, they open. Let this settle in your heart. Your name carries authority because it carries assignment. Assignment is the language of angels. It's why you felt invisible, not forgotten, just encrypted. Only the right people can discern it. Right now, heaven's sound is stirring movement around you. The unseen world is rearranging itself to fit the word God spoke over your life. This is not the moment to shrink. It's the moment to align. Walk as one whose name has already been confirmed in eternity. Because soon, the same voice that spoke your name in heaven will echo it on earth. Through favor, through timing, through undeniable manifestation. And when it happens, you'll understand the mystery hidden all along. The curse didn't just fail. It became the key. Everything that hurt you was hiding a key. Not a key of metal or words, a key of meaning. Forged in fire, delivered through pain, disguised as rejection. Every curse carried a secret message. You were never meant to stay there. Every door that closed was heaven redirecting your steps toward destiny. The curse wasn't your enemy. It was your instructor. When people cursed your name, they unknowingly revealed what they feared and what they saw. Because they only curse what carries power to change the atmosphere. You thought the attack was a setback. It was a signal. The resistance that rose against you was proof of what was hidden within you. The enemy doesn't fight empty vessels. He fights those carrying blueprints from heaven. That's why it hurt so deeply. The battle was never about people. It was about purpose. The curse became a mirror. It showed you parts of yourself you couldn't see in comfort. Pain forced you to dig, to pray when no one answered the phone, to worship when no music played, to stand when no one clapped. In that hidden place, God placed something inside you that can't be taught, only forged. That's the hidden key, wisdom and discernment born from fire. You became dangerous to darkness, not because you escaped pain, but because you understood it. You learned to extract revelation from rejection. You stopped asking, "Why me?" and started asking, "What are you showing me?" And in that shift, you unlocked the language of heaven. The moment you interpreted pain as instruction, the curse lost its grip. Because understanding transforms wounds into weapons. Now, what once broke you fuels you. What once silenced you strengthens your sound. Every scar on your soul became an open door for light. That's the paradox of divine refinement. You win by surrendering. You rise by bowing. You conquer by understanding. The hidden key was never about revenge or vindication. It was revelation. The knowing that God wastes nothing. Even the pain served the promise. So don't resent what hurt you, honor it, because the same fire that scarred you shaped you. The same betrayal that bruised your heart built your discernment. And the same curse that was meant to erase you carved your identity in heaven. That's why now, when you speak, the atmosphere shifts. Your voice carries evidence of everything you've survived. And that's what makes hell nervous. Because you no longer just believe the word, you embody it. You are living proof that pain can preach. And the sermon written in your scars will outlive every rumor ever spoken against your name. Now that you hold the key, the door ahead can't stay closed. You've been prepared for this moment, the unveiling, where what was hidden becomes heritage, where the story that once shamed you becomes the sound that saves others. The curse didn't just fail, it became the key, and that key now opens the final revelation. That's the mystery of divine reversal. It never ends with survival. It multiplies through transformation. The curse that tried to bury your name became the seed of your favor. The same ground meant to hold you down is now the soil that reveals your growth. You are living proof that nothing spoken against you can override what heaven declared for you. The shame they placed on you became the stage where grace performs. The ridicule that wounded you became revelation. You no longer walk as the accused, you walk as the anointed. Every painful word that once pierced your heart has turned into power in your mouth. You used to weep over what they said. Now you speak over what they feared. That's reversal. They spoke curses. God spoke counterwords. And His word always wins. The rejection that once embarrassed you has become your evidence. The isolation that once humiliated you has become your graduation. The fire that refined you has become your fragrance. The scent of someone heaven has touched. When God reverses a story, He doesn't hide the scars. He anoints them. He turns reminders of pain into marks of purpose. He takes the same name that carried shame and dresses it with favor. That's what's happening right now. Heaven is rewriting your reputation. Your name is shifting dimensions, moving from ridicule to recognition, from brokenness to blessing. People who once said, "You'll never rise again," will witness your restoration. And they won't understand how it happened so fast, because divine reversals happen suddenly. One moment, Joseph was in a prison cell. The next, he was standing before Pharaoh, crowned with authority. That's the rhythm of redemption. It moves from pit to palace in one breath. And the same rhythm is about to echo in your life. Doors that denied you are being reopened. Voices that mocked you will soon honor what they once despised. The same stage that humiliated you will host your vindication. You don't need to chase justice. Heaven already issued it. You don't need to prove innocence. Your elevation will prove it for you. Because when God restores, He overcompensates. He doesn't just replace what was lost, He multiplies it. Shame was your training ground. Favor is your inheritance. The tears that watered your nights are now the oil crowning your dawn. What was once the lowest point of your life is becoming the loudest testimony of His faithfulness. This is divine reversal, where pain turns into purpose, and purpose turns into power. Your name is no longer whispered in pity, it's spoken in awe. The same heaven that allowed you to walk through fire is now calling you to walk into fulfillment. You are stepping into a season where favor doesn't chase you, it recognizes you, because you've become the very thing the battle was sent to break. The story that once made you hide will now make others believe. That's the full circle of grace. The curse turned into confirmation, the pain turned into prophecy, and the shame turned into shining favor. This is the moment, the revelation everything has been leading to. All the pain, all the silence, all the misunderstanding. It was never punishment, it was preparation. Because heaven doesn't test what it won't trust. And now that you've endured the fire, you're being trusted with something greater than favor. You're being trusted with influence. Not influence for ego, but for impact. Your story is no longer about survival. It's about awakening others who are still where you once were. That's the mystery of divine reversal. It never ends with you. It multiplies through you. The curse that tried to crush your identity became the anointing that carries healing for others. Your deliverance became your ministry. Your pain became your platform. Everything the enemy used to silence you is now the very thing God will use to amplify your voice. So the question is no longer, why did it happen to me? The question is, now that I've survived, what will I do with it? Because the truth is, you are the evidence that God still transforms ashes into beauty. You are the living parable of mercy, the reminder that no curse, no betrayal, no delay can rewrite what heaven already decided. Heaven didn't just rescue you, He revealed you. The curse turned into confirmation. The rejection turned into redirection. The battle turned into birth. And now, you are walking into a season where favor follows you effortlessly. Not because you fought for it, but because you became it. That's the final revelation. You are not just blessed. You are the blessing. Your presence shifts rooms. Your name opens doors. Your story breaks chains. So take a deep breath. Release the bitterness, the anger, the need to prove. You've already been proven in heaven. Let this moment seal it. Father, for every listener under the sound of this word, I speak divine reversal. Every curse spoken over their name, turn it into favor. Every delay, turn it into direction. Every wound, turn it into wisdom. Cover their name with light. Let it be spoken with honor, not harm. Let every seed of faith planted in their pain bloom into purpose that touches generations. Remind them, Lord, that what was sent to destroy them was actually sent to define them. And from this day forward, their name carries heaven's signature, in Jesus' name. Amen. If this message confirmed what your spirit already knew, write this in the comments. God turned it for my favor. Say it as a decree. Type it as an act of faith. Like this video as a prophetic agreement. Subscribe not as a routine, but as a declaration that you're walking into divine alignment. Because this isn't just a message, it's a moment, a turning point written by heaven. They cursed your name, but God turned it into favor. And now you rise, refined, radiant, and recognized by grace. Your name is safe in the hands of God.